in the city does have its advantages, but after a while, you need to get away from it all. Head towards Mother Nature and explore the great wild outdoors. Now you can either choose to do it on foot, but if you're a petrol head like me, then probably you need something more. Something like this. ATVs, which stands for all-terrain vehicles, have been roaming our planet since the 1970s. Now, they were first used by the army, and after that they slowly found their way into the utilitarian sector where they were used by farmers. And then somebody realized that there's a potential for them. They are able to go places where no man has gone before, and somebody decided to use them as adventure sports vehicles also, and people now use them to go places boldly where no one has ever explored before.
Now, I have to be honest here. I've always wanted to ride one of these, but this is actually the first time that I've been able to get my hands on one.
Now, this particular ATV that we have is based on the traditional style of ATVs, which means that it has a handle like a normal motorcycle and four wheels like a normal four-wheel drive vehicle. This is the Polaris Sportsman 550 EPS. This particular model also has an electronic power steering, which makes it easier to go anywhere. The engine is a 550cc, it's fuel injected, and this particular one, as you can see, has seating for 2 hours, which means it's great for exploring places with your friends. Now let's get you familiar with the controls of this ATV and tell you how it is to actually drive this thing. Well, the throttle is not in your hand grip over here, but it is operated by your thumb. And that is because when you're going up an incline, you don't want to be pulling back and have the ATV running out of control from your hand. What you also get on your thumb over here is the control for the 2x4 to 4x4, and it even has a feature which allows it to engage the active hill descent control. Now, if we talk about the gearbox is in your hand over here. You have a high mode, you have a low mode, which is used for going uphill on steep inclines, a neutral, a reverse, and a park. An automatic gearbox, just put it into the high mode, and you're off exploring. Now, if we talk about the brakes, there is a hand brake over here and a foot brake over here. Now, before we actually take this thing for a ride, it is very important to gear up with all the safety equipment that is required. I mean, you are exposed to the elements. This is an extreme kind of a sport, so safety is of paramount importance. Well, now that we're all geared up, let's start the Polaris up and explore the unknown.
I did take a little bit of time to get familiar with the Sportsman 550 and decided to take it easy at first. I know what these ATVs are capable of, but I just needed to know what I was capable of extracting from it. So, some slow exploring runs to begin with was a good place to start. The Sportsman takes the rough and makes it smooth. Its suspension is ever so forgiving, and the thick, generously padded seat ensures that the ride is extremely comfortable. The electronic power steering does make maneuvering the Sportsman 550 very easy, and it even features a variable assist for easier steering at lower speeds and increased responsiveness at high speeds. Then, to tackle some small inclines and descents to get the confidence levels up. It does seem very eager to climb up and come down, and as much as I hate to admit it, that's probably not because of my skill, but due to the on-demand all-wheel drive system, the active descent control, and the engine braking system that makes it seem like a piece of cake. Okay then, let's get a little more adventurous and see how she handles its speed. Strange, but the harder I push it, the better it seems to perform. Having had my confidence levels up and the adrenaline pumping, I decided to try my hands at doing this. Now, maybe the camera angles don't do justice to this terrain, but it is a steep drop, especially for a novice like me. Still, not sure though, but here we go. That was easy. Having done it once, I wanted to do it again and again and again. But wait, I almost forgot. I have something waiting for me. Something that's bigger and even more powerful. Something that goes by the name of the RZR S800. But we're saving that for later. See you on the show next week.